Hi, everybody. Dan Illman, Mike Beer, the DRF race of the day for Monday, September the 16th, race number 6 at Presque Downs. Fillies and mares going 6.5 on the Tapeta surface for the Grade 2 Presque Downs Masters Stakes. Before we get to the analysis, want to remind everybody, sign up for those DRF Belmont Fall Meet Clocker Reports, a perfect complement to your DRF PPs. These Clocker Reports are compiled by Mike Welsh and the DRF Clocker team. Single cards at $12.95. Save with a weekly subscription. Perfect for horses returning off long layoffs, European invaders, and of course, those first-time starters. Let's take a look at the field for the Presque Masters. You can access free formulator past performances for this race on the Race of the Day event page at DRF.com. Access some handicap along with us. We'll take this field in post-position order, beginning with the number 1, Saguaro Row. And Saguaro Row is going to try synthetic for the first time. The sire, Union Rags, not very well known for his turf progeny. I believe he only wins 6% according to formulator sire stats with his synthetic runners, but I kind of like what this horse has been doing on the dirt recently. Let's go back to the Shine Again Stakes at Saratoga. Short field, no pace, forced to come widest in the lane, and beaten by a pretty sharp horse in Special Relativity, who came back to run a well-beaten third in the Grade 1 Ballerina with an 85 buyer. I just think this horse gets a much better pace setup this time around. It's all about whether she handles the synth.
Yeah, it does. Because it does feel like she's going to have to not only handle, she's going to have to take a step forward on it. I don't know how realistic that is. The horse that beat her last time loves Saratoga, so it's no surprise that she couldn't run her down. But you know, overall, Dan, I'm a fan of this horse's, and she's just sort of lost me lately because I'm starting to wonder if she's actually really a stakes horse.
But there does appear to be a lot of gas in this race, as we see from the Timeform US pace projector. They are projecting a fast pace. Momi Nu could make the front. Jean Elizabeth, the 4, very, very fast out of the gate. Talk Vuv Tamiz got some speed, and you've got some stalkers as well. So maybe things set up for Saguaro Road, 12-1 on the morning line. They could also set up for the 2, Spring in the Wind, who finished second in the Satin and Lace Stakes last time out. That's the local prep for the Presque Downs Masters. Maybe this mare has found a home again. She began her career as a really nice synthetic horse. They ran her a few times on dirt. It didn't work out. It appears this is what she wants to do, a stalking, closing sprinter on synth.
Yeah, I agree with that, and I feel like her return to synthetic last time was actually a step in the right direction. She was no match for Hotshot Anna in that race. She was clearly second best in that race, and I like the run she put in through the stretch. I'm using this horse.
Late Night Powwow, the number 3, is just a cool horse. She's a West Virginia bred. She's won 12 of 14. She's never been off the board in her career. She's actually Grade 1 placed this year, went 3rd in the Madison. Let's go back to her most recent start. This is when she's 1-2 in the Twix Stakes at Laurel. They didn't go fast early. I think they respected her early speed. She's down towards the inside, and if you give her a 46.5 against these kind of horses, she's going to win. She beat 2 minor next out winners. Big question marks the surface. She's never raced on synthetic before.
Yeah, I always have to worry when they switch over to synthetic for the first time, but you just sort of feel like when you watch her run, like she's just going to handle anything. Like it doesn't really matter. She's just all racehorse. She's really good, and she can get a good trip in this race.
We saw Jean Elizabeth's expected position on the Timeform US pace projector. I actually think she's going to make the lead in here. I don't think Mama News is fast as Jean Elizabeth. I have to admit, though, last time out, at odds on, at Presque Downs, at this distance, I thought that was a disappointing loss. I don't know she only got beat a nose. I think she's supposed to beat that field.
Yeah, I agree with that. It is only a nose, but it's a race she's probably supposed to win. Boy, she has big speed, though. She's going to be on the lead in this race, I think.
The 5, Darcy May, has come back with a vengeance as a 5-year-old. She's won 4 out of 5 starts, and she actually successfully stretched out to a mile and a 16th last time out, and she was chasing a fast runaway leader. She took the lead, and she kept right on going. She's razor sharp right now. Whether she's graded class might be a different question.
It's a big class test for her, just facing some much better horses this time. She has come back in better form, but I think she has to take another step forward in this race.
Crazy Sweet was 50-1 in the Satin and Lace. She finished evenly behind Hot Shot Anna, behind Spring in the Wind. She's going to have to face a couple of these horses. She finished behind Jean Elizabeth 2 starts back. I would think they'd be happy with another minor award.
Yeah, she's hard to like off of her 4 starts so far this year, but she did finish a good third in this race last year.
Can certainly understand why these connections are taking a shot with the 7 Regal Chant. She has won 5 consecutive races, all at this Presque Isle Downs meet. She can win from on the lead. She can win from off the pace. But again, we could have had her for $20,000 in the spring. Big step up in class.
Yeah, big step up, but she's handled the step up in her last 2 starts, and I like that she came from off the pace last time because that could play well in this field. We'll see if she can step forward again.
Mominu pulled off a Saratoga shocker last time out in the Caress Stakes, sprinting on the turf. We'll watch that race right now. Pace just didn't come back. She was 30-1. She went to the front. Kendrick Carmouche, great ride. We know he can be very aggressive. And Mominu holds sway. Significant form came out of this race to win, but significant form probably doesn't want to go 5.5 against this kind of pace scenario. Listen, it was a very good performance for Mominu. This is a different world in terms of pace, and this is a different world in terms of surface.
Yeah, a lot of questions she has to answer, and I'm not going to, knock anything she did last time. She pulled off a big upset with a good figure, but she got absolutely loose in there when, for whatever reason, the other speeds in the race decided they didn't want the lead. It's a different story in this race.
Talk Veuve to me has the class, I think, to handle this surface switch. She's a graded stakes winner. They ran her in the Alabama as a 3-year-old filly. Maybe she hasn't moved forward at 4, but at least she got to the winner's circle last time out at the Spa, going 7 furlongs. We turn into the stretch. This is her first race in blinkers. She's in the familiar Team Valor colors with that red cat, and she's settled it right now.
Yeah, it was nice to see her get back to the winner's circle, Dan. This was not a good field that she was beating. And so far this year, as a 4-year-old anyway, she just hasn't come back as good as she was at 3.
Talk Veuve to me, though, does have a little bit of that back class. We'll see how she handles a synthetic surface. I want to talk about Hot Shot Anna because she's probably the horse to beat. I mean, she just loves the synthetic surface. She loves Presque Isle Downs, unbeaten here. She won the Masters here last year after winning the Satin and Lace. She won the Satin and Lace this year. And just she's rock solid. If she runs her usual buyers, low to mid 90s, she's probably going to win. And this is a great attack post position for a stalker, isn't it?
Yeah, it just feels like there's just a lot pointing to her, just being really hard to beat as she tries to defend her title. Has a versatile running style. She's got speed, but doesn't need the lead. She won very easily in her prep race for this, and she's on a good run right now.
Misericordia is completed exclusively on turf in her career for Colts Neck Stables. We're going to go back to her most recent race, the Unbridled Elaine at Monmouth. You're going to see her end up finishing 3rd. She's been just up against, I think, very difficult pace situations. She's down on the inside, the number 3 in this race in her last 2. There's just been no pace for her to attack. This time around, there's going to be pace, but there is always the question of class and whether she really is a synthetic horse.
True enough. I will see if the race should set up a little bit better for her. To me, she's a lot like the other turf sprinter in this field, Mominu, in that she's okay, but she's not that good, and she's going to have to be better on this surface.
Pick time for the Grade 2 Presque Isle Downs Masters Stakes. I just want to take a shot with Saguaro Road. I'm not way against Hot Shot Anna. I just think that Saguaro Road has a little bit more upside, still lightly raced with only 8 starts under her girth, and I think she's going to get some pace from Michael Stidham, who's having a good meet. I went 1, 8, 10, and 3. You're going with Hot Shot Anna. She's going to be real tough.
Yeah, I just think she's a very logical horse, and here in the horse to beat, I went 10-2-4.
It's the Grade 2 Presque Isle Downs Masters. It's your Monday race of the day. It has an approximate post time of 7:35 Eastern. Good luck.